There. All right, there we go. Hi, this is Alex Zipkin. It is August 14th, 2014. It is 9:56 p.m. It is Thursday, and I'm here with a special guest, my good friend Johnny Bean.
Hi, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Hello, Internet.
Hello,
Hello,
Internet.
Internet
This is
people.
Alex Zipkin, and this is JohnnyBean.com.
Yes.
He's going to get his name legally changed to that.
Yeah, I could do that.
That would be interesting.
I, th I, th
I don't know.
I
You
think
may be the first person to have a website for a name.
I've heard of people who get websites tattooed to their forehead.
It's crazy stuff. Maybe people will start getting the little QR barcode for people to scan with their phones to go to the website now.
Yes. That sounds fun.
So in case you didn't notice, we've got some guitars right here, and I don't know why. I guess because we're guitarists, or something. But
Yeah. See, I've
yeah.
got one right here. See?
So what's been going on today? Just writing music?
Oh, excuse me. Um, no, I didn't. I don't think I haven't really. Uh, it's been a long day. I don't know.
You're telling me I was
I
up
was actually.
45 to 8. That's a long day.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Um, no, yeah, I played a little bit today. Played some stuff. I didn't really write anything today. Not yet. I tend to
What
do a
were you
lot of stuff
it's
at
gonna be a
night.
cover or something?
Huh?
What were you just working on stuff to record that's already been written, or just playing whatever?
Uh, yeah, just playing whatever.
Cool.
Playing stuff.
I kind of earlier this morning I was just playing some bass because bass is fun on
Mm-hmm.
my dad's bass that I built back. Like, the bass is already 2 years old.
Uh-huh.
It's good bass too for something as neck heavy as it is. So
Why?
I was playing bass guitar earlier, and I'm playing bass guitar now. Yeah, yeah, I love this guitar.
Well, you know it's you
Huh?
know it's Shark Week. It's
It
Shark
is
Week.
Shark Week, but I don't have a shark
You should be
guitar.
playing a shark guitar.
I'm sorry, I don't have that guitar. Maybe I'll get a replica one of
Check.
these days, but I'd have to find an original Ibanez Destroyer to make it.
Well, no, I don't mean that. I mean just one that actually looks like a shark.
Oh, and that actually looks like a shark, not the famous shark guitar
Mm-hmm.
that belongs to a known guitarist. And half of you people who are watching this probably know who we're talking about. But I'm not sure if we're going to mention his name in this video just for the heck of it.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
Right.
but that's all right.
Says the guy who's
That's
wearing his
okay.
strap and an old signature guitar of his. But
Oh, Ernie? This is Ernie's
sure, go with
guitar.
yeah, I know, Ernie Ball. Now,
It
Music
says
Man,
Ernie.
Leo Fender, post Fender actually, before G&L.
It says Ernie right there.
It also says Music Man, which was Leo Fender.
Yes.
Totally. What about Bert?
Music man.
What about Bert?
Ernie Ball.
There's Ernie, but there
Burt
isn't
Ball?
Bert.
I don't know.
I hear no guitar coming out. What is this?
I just walked in the door, man. I just
Walking
walked
the
in the
door, pick up
door.
a guitar. It sounds about right.
I was out at dinner and I'm so full. Ugh. But yeah. I just walked in the door and I saw you sent a text saying want to jump on a video. So Yeah.
It looks like we just got somebody responding. There's a couple people that are watching the broadcast right now. Camper Star and Rex Sefton, I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly, hopefully. Thanks for watching, actually. It's pretty cool to see that you guys are watching. Looking on my phone, it says you're here. Thanks for watching. We're just kind of
tuning in.
messing around tonight. Just playing guitar. So I'm curious though, what was the did you look at the SSS Veda calendar today? I know I'm not necessarily doing the Savvy Sexy Social thing, but I'm kind of curious what the question was on the
calendar. It was public or what was it? Public or private transportation? I think what the question was.
Well, what? I know you're always pretty much taking private transportation. You're either driving the Toyota pickup or the Subaru somewhere.
Or the Lamborghini.
Yeah, oh yeah,
or
I forgot you had a Lamborghini. Right?
Yeah, I drive the Lamborghini everywhere.
Yeah,
all the time.
Racing with all the other people in Danville with the expensive cars.
That's right.
Well, I mean, I guess my answer to the question is private transport. I did public transport earlier in high school before I was driving. I would take the bus frequently because I didn't have my car. But now I have my truck, which has appeared in a few videos, and proudly my truck. And I drive that thing everywhere. That's how I get places. I'm probably taking it up to the mountains on Saturday. I'm on a Sammy Hagar show up at the Tahawaba. So it's certainly certainly my preferred mode of transportation. So it looks like we've got, Johnny, it looks like one of the people watching, Camper Star, is watching us from Japan right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
What time is it in Japan right now?
Apparently it's 2 p.m. There, and we're being asked what time it is, or in Japan, and we're being asked what time it is here, and it is 10:04 p.m. California time, which is GMT minus 8 hours, I believe.
I don't know what that means.
8 hours behind Greenwich Mean, which is England, essentially, which is kind of, given that Britain, kind of used to be the biggest power in the world, or political power at least, they've got the average time of meridian. Things that I know. But yeah. Pacific time, essentially. And it's what
I'm not even looking at the camera.
I am being sent messages.
The camera's up there.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what was it you just said?
What? Yeah, you see, if Alex doesn't wear headphones, he can't hear what I'm saying.
I can hear that.
What? Oh, whoops. Yeah, you see, you got to get the setup where you have headphones and a mic, where it's all controlled, like the guitar. Everything is separate, right? So it's cool. But yeah, it's 10:05 here in California.
Yep.
PM. And yeah. I don't know. This is Alex's video. So if he just wants to text his whole video, that's fine. I don't care.
Sorry, I'm receiving messages, actually, that I have to run through Google Translate.
I'm good. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, and I'm also keeping an eye on the comments that people are making on this Hangout right now. Apparently, Camper Star used to live in California. Rex is asking if we are playing the same tune. No, we're not. We're just kind of playing whatever comes to our minds on guitar, which, yeah, and we've got another viewer, Josefina Escoto, or yeah, or given that apparently Spanish, it's probably Josefina. Um, so more watchers. Thanks for watching, I guess.
Yeah. Well, does anybody have any requests?
Yeah,
Do you want to
yeah.
request
Anybody
a
got any
song?
requests for something they may want to hear? I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying we know every song,
Request
or
a
at least
song for Alex to
any
play?
questions you have for us, ask away. Feel free to ask.
Yeah.
Nice guitar. Amber says that these are nice guitars. Actually, yeah, Johnny, what I'm doing is I've got on my iPhone the thing for the Hangout open. I don't know if you can show it on your phone. Probably can. See what the comments are for good questions.
I don't know. How would I do that?
Open up. It's probably sending notifications to your iPhone right now on Google Plus.
I don't think so. Since it's your Hangout, you're the one getting all the stuff. I don't think I get anything of that. No, yeah, it's all to you.
Huh.
And are you doing laundry over there?
No. No, my HVAC system makes those noises. We're requested, or we've got some jams requested. Let's how about just a little bit of a blues? In G.
What amp are you playing?
Huh?
What amp are you using?
I don't know. There's a jamming, you know. Always fun to do some of that. I think the best jam, one of the best jams that I've heard recently is what was it? That was when we were jamming at Santa Rosa Valley, and I was putting gear away, and you're jamming with the drummer and the keyboardist, and yeah, just some really cool blues jam. It sounded really cool. What was that, July?
Oh yeah.
That was
I just
good.
made that up.
And then the homeless dude.
And that's on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw.
And that guy.
Then the homeless dude walked in.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I mean,
And that dude walked in. Yeah.
He's often.
That was crazy. That was insane.
He's recently been arrested again.
Yeah.
Oh well, he'll be back. He'll be back.
But yeah, that jam is on YouTube
Yeah.
and SoundCloud.
Good jam.
It doesn't have a name though.
Bluesy jam at.
I like it. I'll put a link to it in the comment of this video. This video is uploaded.
Yeah.
It was pretty good actually.
It was
Thought
really
fun.
good. It sounded really good. The rest of the jam session was mostly just jamming songs like and whatnot, you know, Smoke on the Water, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Sounded good too, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, we got any comments?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, and unless we
Ninjam on Reaper.
Sure.
I've honestly, I have no. Sorry, but I have absolutely no clue what this is. Sorry. I'm guessing it's a song that we're being asked about, or what is Ninjam?
What is that noise though?
Oh, Ninja is it what Ninjam? Have you heard of Ninjam before? I'm looking it up. It looks like it might be like a jam session thing, an online jam thing.
I've never heard of that, but there's a lot of different ones. I've used one before called what was it? eJammin'. eJammin', yeah. I used that one when that one was kind of brand new, and
yeah,
it's kind of cool stuff. I wouldn't mind trying the stuff again, you know.
Yeah, the thing is lag. Unless it all keeps perfect time, I feel like lag could become an issue, and delay, and it you know, unless the internet connections are so fast that it literally is moving, you know, speed of light, so that when you hit a string on the guitar, the minute the absolute very millisecond that you hit that string on the guitar, it becomes audible on the other side, so that way people can actually keep on rhythm together, but otherwise I think it would just be out of time.
Yeah, but also you can have drums and stuff, and so if the drums is the same on both sides, you'll be playing along to the same thing.
By the way, Camper says, so when you guys jam, is it in sync or is there a little delay? Well, I guess I don't know, there's probably a little delay when we're doing it online. This is like one of the few times we've done it over video calls, but
right here? No, this was
a lot. We've jammed like in person in groups together before in studio. We've done a lot. We jam in person. We jam at Guitar Center or whatever, just hang out in person. I mean, we live about a town apart.
Guitar Center. Yeah. That's right. Wait, did you ever get that bass?
No, not yet. It needs to be ordered. I'm probably going to take care of that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got that drummer. The drummer I'm trying to get up here and to do a rehearsal, to do some recording of, you know, what I'm calling the walking bass tune.
Yeah, the one on the drop key, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that in rehearsal for that, to go into the studio for that. Don't play it then.
Sorry. I'm not going to play it right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to play a different song.
And then I told you about a guy up north wants to come down and show me an amp. And I figured I would have him come to whatever space we're at to show me his amp. You know, kill two birds with one stone or whatever.
Looks like it's time to get new strings for this guitar. When did I put these strings on? I want to say June? June?
Uh-huh.
Rest in peace, strings. Okay, I'm changing guitars.
I don't know how long my strings have been on. These strings have been on here for a while.
20 guitars. I have 5. There's This one.
I don't know what he's doing.
Of
He's getting a guitar, I guess.
course I'm getting a guitar. I've got like 5 of them. Yeah, I like this one. I like them all, otherwise I wouldn't own them. Where did I put my phone?
Is that a Squire?
Originally, yeah. I mean, it's a Fender Squire 51. The only reason it says Fender really is, well, there's 2 reasons. When I rebuilt this guitar, because this guitar is very well known in the guitar modification community because it's inexpensive. It's a really good guitar, and give me a second. Where is it? Really inexpensive. Or at least when it was new, they've gone up in price because they're discontinued.
Mm-hmm. Because I told you I saw there was a black one.
Yeah,
black
there was a Fender Pawn Shop 51. But the reason mine says Fender on it was because when I rebuilt it, what did I do? I rebuilt it as since 51 is in the name, it alludes to the year 1951. So I built it to as close to 1951 style specifications as possible, using vintage era correct parts like the right screws and all that, to be almost like if Leo Fender had done a Strat prototype then. So it would have
rusted
Fender
screws
logo. I don't know. I was 4, and it was fun. Plus, the real name of the guitar is Squire 51. The model name is Squire 51. The brand is Squire. Squire 51, that sounds a little redundant. Fender Squire 51 sounds a little better.
So maybe you would know this.
Trail, I proudly wear the Squire name on my Stratocaster, and that guitar just kills. So
maybe you know the answer to this, because I was talking to somebody today in a video, the same kind of deal, and somebody asked a question about what was my first guitar? I don't know what the question was. I can't remember what it was, but I was talking about the Squires and how I have an early 80s Squire, which are really
Squire
great.
Bullet?
Yeah, the Squire Bullet, which are great guitars. But I think the reason they're called Squire and why they've kept that name all these years, because wasn't there a Squire like Telly in the 50s or something?
No, the Squire String Company, which Fender had bought at one point the name to, or bought the rights to, and started using their manufacturing stuff to put out the Fender strings, and they still had rights to the name Squire. And so in 1982, what they did was when they wanted to launch a budget model, they were tanking on their American guitars. The quality wasn't too good. They were kind of cheap, and so what they did was in Japan they launched the Fender Squire series of guitars, which were entry-level budget guitars, but they actually saved Fender from serious financial issues, because the original guitars are commonly referred to as Squire JV guitars, as in Japanese vintage. A lot of them were very vintage spec. They'd be like, they'd have the heel adjust truss rod. They'd be built like actually vintage pre-CBS Fenders. They'd just say Fender Squire series on them at the very beginning, and then they eventually said Squire by Fender. But other than that, the spec was that of pre-CBS Fenders and really high quality. That's where Fender Japan got its start, and now any guitar that's made by Fender in Japan is no longer a Squire. It says Fender on it.
Well, I'm thinking about something else then. Wasn't there a Telly? Maybe I'm thinking about the Nocaster.
Maybe thinking about the Fender Esquire, which was a Telecaster with a single pickup.
Maybe that's what it was, the Esquire. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Single pickup with the 3-way switch still for different like tone circuitry.
Yeah. Yeah, but speaking about Squire guitars though, the 80s Japanese Fender guitars, Squire guitars are great.
Oh yeah.
They're nothing like what you would think, some Squire. Well, I'm not knocking your Squire, but there was a period where there's Squire guitars. They're like you play them, they just like fall
There are
apart.
still really terrible Squire guitars out there. It's where they're made. The best ones, modern manufacturer that I've found, every time that I find a really, really good Squire at like Guitar Center or something, I look at the headstock. And on the back, every time it says crafted in Indonesia, and the serial number begins with an IC, which is the Indonesian Cork Factory. IS, which is Samick. The quality is still good, but not quite there. But the ones from the IC factory, the Indonesian Cork Factory, are the cream of the crop of
Hmm.
Squires. And to get a really, really good guitar, you want to get at least a standard series, or you get a standard or a vintage modified or classic vibe from from that factory, or anything above affinity or bullet level,
Hmm.
and you've got a really, really good guitar for the money that maybe you want to put a new nut on, maybe. And actually, the newer ones you don't really need to do much of any modifications to, because the nut now, instead of plastic, is synthetic bone, and the fretwork is even more impeccable now, which is really
Hmm.
nice that they've upped their quality even more, because the price hasn't upped. The price is about the same as it was, say, 10 years ago. But they
Hmm.
yeah, modern manufacturer, if you're looking for a Squire guitar, go for anything that says IC on the back of the headstock. I even found a Squire Bullet, which is absolute bass guitar, for 89 bucks, Bullet Telly, at Guitar Center recently. That for 89 bucks, it was built in this factory, the IC factory in Indonesian Cork. Um, for 89 bucks, it was a very good guitar. For about 90 bucks, it wasn't quite the level of my Squires, which I've got a Squire Standard Strat, and this is a vintage modified series guitar from 2005. Actually, it's almost 10 years old now, 9 years old this month. Um, it's not quite there in quality, but for 89 bucks, it was,
Hmm.
it was one of the best guitars I've played at that price point. So,
Cool.
wait, what? Yeah,
Cool.
you started out with what, an old Squire Bullet
Yeah.
Strat, right? With a Telenet.
Yeah. Yeah. And I still have it. It's here, but it's the body. It's just the body now. It's just on the floor.
Right. Isn't the
And
neck on a different Strat right now?
the neck is the neck is on a different body, a different guitar. Yeah.
Still a
And
Strat body, though, right?
yeah, I'll show you. I'll go grab it. I'll show you real quick. Hang on. Okay, here's the body.
There's the
This is
body.
the body of my first guitar, the
Didn't use it
Squire
to say
Bullet.
JohnnyBean.com on it. I think I saw pictures where it said JohnnyBean.com.
Yeah, it had a sticker on it, which isn't here anymore. The sticker is either on my 5150 PV or it's in the elevator at the
Oakland Music,
Oakland Music Complex.
that mysteriously placed
Uh,
JohnnyBean.com sticker.
yeah, but yeah, this is the body of my first guitar,
What
and
about
it's kind of
plywood?
heavy. I don't know. Is this plywood? Do you know?
I would. I don't think they would plywood something like that. Look in the cavity, anywhere where there's bare wood, and on the vertical side, if it's plywood, you'll know it's plywood just by looking at it. The other way to figure out if it's plywood is, well, it might have a veneer on it.
What does that sound though? That's insane. Yeah,
The
you can
process.
kind of see
Oh, that's plywood.
the grain in there.
That's
Yeah.
plywood.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Is
got a
that why it's
plywood
so heavy?
guitar. My Squire Mini. That's a plywood guitar. The neck's pretty good on it though. For what it is, $99 guitar when it was new. The neck is actually really good on it. And the stock pickups were absolute crap, but I put in better pickups. So it's actually a pretty good guitar now. I would use it on stage. No doubt I would use it on stage. I need to refret it.
Mm-hmm.
And is that where the neck is right now?
Yeah, this is the neck right here.
Cool.
This is the original. Although I had some tape on there and it took everything off, but if you look real closely, you can see where it had the #1 Bullet logo. You can see like a star.
We could get a new Squire logo for it. Like they make like I think Squire water slide decals.
But yeah, so this is the it's just some body I got on eBay years and years ago, and the
you've got a 6-screw trem, but with only 2 screws in it.
Huh? Yeah, there's only 2 screws in there.
I never cared for the bigger 6-screw.
This thing, the pickups and everything came from a Guitar Fetish. This whole thing is, all one piece.
So it's all GFS hardware?
Yeah, just this.
GFS.
Just that thing.
Yeah, I've got a GFS.
And then if you look at
Fish, which is funny because it was on the Seymour Duncan Facebook page at one point with all of its GFS pickup glory.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that late one night.
That's how I found it. You sent me a link on Facebook. Is this your guitar?
I was on Facebook one night, real late, and all of a sudden I saw a picture of his guitar, the one they just broke the string on. And I'm like, wait a minute. I think there's only one of those guitars that in the world or whatever. So I'm like, that's so weird. That has to be his guitar, And so I sent him a link, and he's like, yeah, that's my guitar. Somebody posted it, and the Seymour Duncan Facebook shared it or whatever.
Yeah, that
was funny.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, these are really good necks. Really good. If you look, I have these decals on there that have all the notes. That's something I stuck on there many, many years ago. And it's just kind of still there. And then the other side, I have just like Sharpie markers, just to mark the frets. Because when it gets really dark.
Come in at the solo.
Well, because you can't see the neck. It just helps when you look down. If you're playing and it's really dark.
Yeah, I don't think you caught that reference. I'm not going to explain it on video, but I'll explain it. I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah.
This guitar is kind of pretty cool. It's like a Strat body, a telly neck, and a 1951 P-bass sort of pickguard and control plate with a humbucker and a single coil on the neck that's tilted like a Strat. And this is actually very much not the stock bridge. Stock bridge was a top-loading Strat bridge, which was problematic. This is a complicated style cut-off telly bridge, so a lot better sustain.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I feel like a million people messaging me. I'm like you today. I've got a million people messaging me. I'm becoming a web celebrity, like Johnny Bean.
Awesome.
Dear God, no. God, I'm becoming Johnny Bean. I don't kick
Just
that
don't
much.
go outside.
I'm not that good at guitar though. Not nowhere near as good as John Green. I don't know. What else do we have to say?
Oh, this guitar works. Well, this guitar works.
No way. It doesn't sound raw. It sounds like it's not. I can't hear anything. Except I can hear everything.
Huh?
It's totally working. Yeah.
What?
What, did you think that it didn't work?
I don't know. I don't play. See if I can do that. How's it go?
It starts at the second fret, so second fret. Then
Six.
And then like the sixth fret. 8, 14, 10, 5, 6. No. 8. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to listen to it again. It's kind of it's hard to get a hang of it, but once you've got the hang of it, it's not too hard anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Good little game.
Yeah, just pick it.
Yeah, just got I'm just using my main camera. No delay.
Oh, cool.
If I plugged into my Fender, I'd have delay, but I don't really want to have to go walk back and forth to chamber with you.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was at one of those car shows again in Danville today.
Oh, really?
I wasn't working. So wait, what are those guitars in the background? I see a Steinberger. I think I see a mini Samick.
Yeah, it is. That is a mini
I see
Samick.
2 Steinbergers. I think I see another headless guitar.
Yeah, you see 3.
You have 3
There's
headless?
one in a case. Yeah.
Were they all Steinberger?
Yeah, I have 3 of them.
Transtrom?
Well, none of them are really. No, none of them are Transtroms.
What about the white one?
The white one is the white one is a Steinberger, but it's the Spirit line.
Doesn't that have a
So
Transtrom?
it's like no, it's just like a regular kind of tremolo kind of thing.
Oh, it's not a Transtrom.
Which I believe it's a Music Yo. It's a Music Yo. Yo.
Which was Music Yo is just a site to buy direct from Gibson. To buy like Kramers and Steinbergers directly from Gibson. So. Yeah. No, I want to get a Steinberger eventually. I'm looking. I want to eventually get one of the old GL2Ts with the Transtram and the faceplate and all that crap, and the EMGs.
Mm-hmm.
Get them stripes done on the
Yeah,
faceplate.
I'd like to have a Steinberger. That'd be cool.
You have a
It'd be
Steinberger.
cool, just well, I mean the Trans-Trem one,
Oh
where you
yeah.
can change the keys, while you're playing. That's the whole point of that guitar is it being able to change the key within the song.
Plus it's a carry-on on the plane, I think. It's small enough. Um, but yeah, no, you could probably find one of those like Ed Roman guitars that has a trans trem on it. Get one of those for probably less than an original Steinberger.
I don't know.
Because what
Who
the only
knows?
GL2T I saw on eBay recently was like $9,500. I think I could get an Ed Roman guitar for less than 95.
I've Who knows?
Uh,
Maybe.
well, because I mean, brand new guitars are like never $9,500. That's expensive for a guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And vintage
crazy.
guitars only recently saw a spike around 20 years ago. That's when they really spiked in price. They started to.
Hmm.
Uh, wait. Yeah, and I'm finding out GL2T. Those are getting rare apparently, something like that. I don't know too much. Um, I mean, you don't see them for sale often. I think that's just because they're somewhat collectible. I don't think that it has too much to do with rarity. They made a good few of them, I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert,
Mm-hmm.
but it'd be cool to find something like that. Another cool guitar would be a Hondo
Mm-hmm.
Chiquita.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
Back to
yeah, yeah.
or
Yeah, yeah.
here's a cool looking Hondo that I just saw on eBay. I'm looking right now. Here's a cool looking Hondo guitar. Cool stripe design.
It's all right.
Somebody that we all.
They actually produced a actual guitar with stripes on it, and the stripes
Yeah,
are
that's one
only
of them.
on they were only on the front. That's one of them. Because I knew there was
You
a
mean like
red
this?
guitar with they did a red guitar with white
That one?
stripes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen those over the years. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The
Pretty sure
stripes.
there
I
was
think they're
some
just
over that.
I think they're just on the front. And
Yeah,
you
they
know
are.
that bass. You know that bass you played at that rehearsal we did. That was a
Yeah,
Hondo.
the Hondo. Yeah,
It's not a
yeah,
bad
that's one.
bass. It's
Huh?
back. It's in the case somewhere. The
Good
Hondo.
bass. Yeah. Here's a Hondo. Here's the Hondo that I'm interested in. Anyone there,
Mm-hmm.
McFly? The
Yeah, that's
Hondo,
pretty cool.
just like in the beginning of Back to the Future. That Hondo bass you got, that's a pretty nice bass. Although the electronics are a little screwy in it, I think. I think they need to be cleaned up.
Well, the bass hasn't been cleaned, or I don't think the strings have been changed since you've been alive.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me. Bass strings last a lot longer than guitar strings.
Yeah, it's been through gigs and shows and whatever rehearsals. Never
What,
broke a string.
you play bass on stage?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, not with that bass. I mean, I've done rehearsals where I've lent it to other bass players and they've used it as a
Uh,
backup, and maybe it was actually on tour at one point as a backup.
what, Mayfire?
I don't remember. Yeah, it might have been.
Was it down there in
I know I took
Mexico?
it to a rehearsal. Huh?
Was it down there when you guys toured Mexico?
No, no. We took as least smuch, at least the least stuff we had to go down there.
Fair enough.
We actually all three bands played one guitar. So we were the last guy who played that guitar was sweating, not only because it was 100 degrees, he didn't want to break a string. You know,
What guitar was it?
it was funny.
Yours?
It was a 335. Um, what's it? There's video. There's video from that gig on my site, johnnybean.com, of this at the show in Mexico. If you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see some video.
Yeah.
There's like a robot or whatever. And yeah. One of those guitars, I'm playing two. I actually don't even think I even took my own guitar to that gig.
Too worried
I
about
don't remember.
by people.
I remember I didn't want to take the telly. Remember that telly? Well, I wasn't holding
Oh
it.
yeah, the Japanese telly.
I've got a telly over there somewhere.
Yeah, you
Which,
haven't played the one as much lately, have you? It's been mostly the Music Man and the Wolfgang.
well, it's been the telly here. Everything I do here is the telly mostly, usually. But yeah. When we were jamming with that drummer and stuff, that was the Wolfgang.
Speaking of which, there's one.
Huh?
There's one for me. Purple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always looking at guitars on eBay. Guitars and cars. Like when I'm on eBay, that's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Or car parts. That's also a big thing. And those PV Wolfgang, those are good guitars. In my opinion, they're really good. In my opinion, there's nothing quite like them.
Yeah. I mean, they're good, but like I was explaining to somebody earlier, um, if I go to a rehearsal or a recording or a show or whatever, and if that's the guitar I'm playing, that's the guitar I stick with. I don't switch it up between any other guitar and that guitar because the neck. I'm not. If I'm switching in between guitars from like let's say this guitar to the Wolfgang the PV, I don't like that neck. It's
The
just
fret
it's
rate is
just,
really
it's just
different.
thin and feels weird. But if I play that guitar by itself, if that's the only guitar I'm playing, not this, the PV Wolfgang, if that's the only guitar I've been playing for a while and that's the one I'm using, then it's fine. Then I have no problem.
Well, it's because
But
what
it's
the
just
fret rate is
switching in
on a
between
Wolfgang is a
guitars with that.
16. That's probably like a 9.5 right there. And the Music Man's I think a 12.
Oh, I don't know.
Back on guitars.
I have no idea about that stuff.
You have to know these things when you build guitars. Check this out.
Yeah.
EV Custom Shop or something like that. Got the flames on it. Like flame maple, but with flame like it's a flame burst instead of like a sunburst around the edge. It's like hot rod flames or something. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, custom shop.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a Wolfgang special, but it's got the bird's eye neck because it's only custom shop guitars. Those are apparently like the crop of the Wolfgangs is the custom shop ones.
Yeah.
So,
I remember those.
yeah. Um, yeah. There's some more things I want. I do want one of the archtop ones in purple. I think I might get a special at some point in like red or something, or sunburst, or green.
Mm-hmm.
Green's a cool color on that guitar, actually. One thing I like a lot about the special that the archtop,
What
the
is that
American one
noise?
does- or what?
That's some crazy noise, man.
Yeah. And one thing I like about the special,
It's like dug, 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 dug.
the special has that natural bind where it's just like bare wood on the top, just shows kind of the maple instead of an actual like binding of whatever they usually make guitar bindings out of,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool, I think. But just that clean line of unpainted wood
Mm-hmm.
or just clear coated wood. I think that looks really cool in my opinion. Plus the flat top guitar kind of has a different feel to it.
It's all cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's all cool stuff. I really like the new ones though.
The new ones are good.
I really like
I
that.
think I think
I really like the neck.
they do have pretty good neck.
EV,
I prefer the PV personally,
the
but
EVH
it's all a matter of
450.
personal preference with guitars. I've
Hmm.
found the PV ones to be a little nicer.
Yeah, they're different. It's all different stuff. It's all good stuff, you know. It's all fine. It's all good. It's only rock and roll. That's what I always say. It's
It's
only
only
rock
rock
and
and
roll,
roll,
man.
but I like it. Like it. Yes, I do.
It's only rock and roll. My mic keeps slipping, man. Keeps moving away from me. Maybe I have to tighten it or something.
Next Saturday, right? Um, aren't we possibly jamming next weekend?
Well, I don't know.
Didn't you have another jam scheduled for next Saturday?
Was that next weekend?
Yeah, you
Oh
scheduled it for like
yeah, it
12
was.
p.m.
It was. We'll have to schedule it for Sunday.
No, no, no. Well, wait. It depends on when we're jamming. Because if we jam on,
That's what I mean. We'll schedule the jam for Sunday. Oh yeah, what he's talking about is like what him and I are doing right here, the Google Hangout or whatever. I was going to do one on Saturday the 23rd at 12 noon. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So,
So
what is that one going to be broadcast for everyone to see live and comment on?
yeah. Well, I was hoping it'd be one where people can jump in and talk.
Uh,
That's
is that still possible?
yeah.
Cool.
I
Set it up.
think I mean they have to be added. So if you're watching this and if you want to join in on that, you have to add me to your Google and then I add you to a circle. And then once I hit that button, you're reminded, I guess. I don't know. I don't quite know really, but uh, I think yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, because when I was in that Google Hangout with Satriani, people were jumping in and jumping out, and you know. So yeah, I want to do something like that,
Yeah.
and just have people show up and talk about whatever guitars, music,
Oh yeah, but you know
you
what
know.
half the people who are watching you are going to want to talk about.
Huh?
There's a certain band that you're probably going to be asked a bunch about.
Um,
You do like guitar lesson videos for.
that's
How long
cool.
can we go without mentioning this band in any of this video?
That's good. I don't know.
You know, a lot of you following on YouTube is to see all those guitar lesson videos where you're playing that Striped Creamer or the Music Man or the all because of the person whose guitars are modeled after. Just trying to mention that name at all of this video just for fun.
It's all good. It's all good stuff.
Yeah. Um, so I guess that's going to be a video where we're totally willing to talk about that band and willing to share knowledge and just have a discussion on that that's publicly posted to YouTube. Because, like I said, people are going to want to ask you about that band. Because, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, anybody can ask whatever they want. You know, talk about
We've been doing
I'd like people to call up and show us their guitars and stuff
How long have
and their
it looks like
gear.
we've been doing this for about an hour.
Huh?
We've been doing this for the past hour.
It sure feels like it, man.
Um,
I can tell because my cup of ice is like melting.
'Cause we're still live. We started at 9:48. It's 10:51. I feel like people just left and are not watching anymore. I think people are bored to heck right now.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all
Yeah,
cool.
we've got no viewers right now. Actually, nobody's watching us. So we're just
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can look at it like, oh, there's nobody watching. Oh, boo-hoo.
But that's currently.
Watching live. Well, that's
There's somebody
currently,
watching
but
on
it's like,
YouTube later when they
this,
have nothing else to do but watch an hour long video of us yammering about whatever and playing guitar.
yeah, this video will be on your channel, and so anybody who's like, huh, that looks interesting,
And of
they'll
course,
watch it and
check
sit through it,
JohnnyBean.com.
you know.
So anybody who sees
Yeah,
Johnny Bean will be like, oh, well, Johnny Bean's in this. So
yeah. If you want to watch a video of me, watch this video.
and none of the other ones.
Yeah, forget all the other ones. This is the video to watch.
B video,
You know,
this shows the most insight into Johnny Bean.
this shows like an elephant with a backpack on it on the bed or whatever.
Sure, that's not an elephant. That is the San Francisco Giants mascot, Lucille, which is seal. Thank you.
It looks like an elephant with a backpack on.
Go Giants. Only two teams to root for: the
Let's do a
Giants and whoever's
bear.
playing the Dodgers. God, I'm looking at the calendar on my wall because it's a Fender
See, it's
Custom.
stuff like this that'll be fun to watch, a year from now. That's the cool thing about doing the Veda videos and things is you can go back and watch them, months later and be like, huh, you know,
Huh, I was
that's
an
what I
idiot
did that
back
day.
then.
That's what I was doing.
Huh, I was such a loser back then. Oh wait, I still am.
Yeah.
Oh man. When I'm at work, there's these people who come by with like band shirts on. It's always cool to talk, music with people. Some guy came
Mm-hmm.
in a Rush shirt today. Gotta love
Mm-hmm.
Rush. Begin the day with a friendly And the places must be the ones who start. Yeah, there's a good one.
I've heard some of that.
Closer to the heart.
Yeah, I've heard some of that before, but I've really never been a huge fan of Rush. So I can say I've never had like an album or I've never actually, decided to push play on their tape or whatever.
Interesting. They're really good. I mean, Alex Lifeson's a phenomenal guitarist, and Neil Peart is one of the best drummers ever. Like you wish that
I keep
you
hearing.
wish that he was coming to jam with us in our studio sessions. And then I'll just do bass
Yeah,
keyboard and vocals like Geddy Lee. Except
yeah. There you go.
my voice doesn't sound like Geddy Lee. Nobody's voice sounds like Geddy Lee. There is no such thing as somebody else who sounds like Geddy Lee.
Oh my gosh. I know. I know. Actually, I take that back. I actually did own an album with them on it.
Which one?
I owned one. I owned one album that had them, except it wasn't their album.
So it was
It
one of
was
those
the
various hairs.
Bob and Doug McKenzie. It was the Bob and Doug McKenzie record,
Hmm.
and it had them singing that song, that "Take Off to the Great White North." You ever heard that?
I'm not sure I actually know.
You know who Bob? You know who Bob and Doug McKenzie are?
No.
You ever see a movie called Strange Brew?
Nobody know of a
Did you
cream
ever used to
called
watch?
Strange Bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's not that. Did you ever used to watch a show called SCTV?
No. I'm only 19, dude. I used to watch a show called Seinfeld, and I still watch the show.
Huh?
I watch a show called Seinfeld that you probably know.
I've heard of that. Yeah. Yeah, but no, SCTV. One of the guys who was on that. Well, it was a bunch of people. It was John Candy. But the guy who was in Bob and Doug McKenzie, who was one of the characters, was a guy named Rick Moranis. You might know from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, or Ghostbusters, or even The Wildlife. If you ever saw The Wildlife, he was the guy who was after what's her name? He worked with her at the clothing store or whatever. But anyway, yeah, he was in that. And it was a comedy team, and they had these two characters. They're like Canadian. Well, the show was based in Canada, actually. That's where it was filmed.
Land of Rock.
Because all those people, I guess they're all Canadian. Anyway, whatever. I had their record, their comedy record, and Rush was on it, doing that song.
Cool.
And yeah.
I'm just making weird faces now.
Why? Because you turned your camera off?
No, because the camera keeps flashing back and forth even while you're talking to me. So every time I just make a weird face, like you just have a different kind of.
I see. I see.
Whatever.
Because to me, I can't see your.
Like an hour and 10 minutes now, so.
It just shows your name for me, so I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's cool.
Doesn't show my
There's
video.
some strange noises coming through this.
Because your video.
That was weird.
My camera's on.
Huh?
Huh.
Well, down next to the photo of me, I don't see you. I mean, I just see your name. Well, I guess if you look at the big screen, do you see me big and then you little and then my name next to you little?
Yes.
It just says Johnny. I mean, next to me little. No, wait. Next to you little.
Yeah.
I'm big. You're little, and then to the left of you is a black box that says Johnny Bean or Johnny. Or
yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh, that's all good then. So cool.
Yeah.
That's all good.
We still have no viewers.
Dang it. It's 11 o'clock. Don't you have to go to sleep or anything?
Not really. I'm not doing work. I'm hanging out with friends tomorrow, like quite literally just doing that stuff. Washing the truck too. The truck got dirty again. I drive it. It gets dirty.
Mm-hmm. What am I doing? I don't even know.
Guitar.
Yeah, I'm doing something.
Chipotle.
Yeah, I'll be at Chipotle tomorrow.
Starbucks. Johnny Bean is signing. He is giving out autographs at Chipotle. If you see him at a Chipotle near you in the Bay Area of California, I don't know which one he's going to be at, but he'll probably go to a Chipotle somewhere in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you manage to find him, say, "Hi, Johnny Bean. Sign my hand. Sign my forehead."
Yeah, I'm the new Herb.
Yeah. I just volunteered you for that. Sorry.
Well, that's cool. That's fine.
And if you see me, ask me for an autograph. I will not have a Sharpie with me, so I'm sorry. I probably won't be able to sign anything. I might carry the Sharpie now. Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, that's why you carry guitar picks with you. You know?
I do, but they say V-pick switchblade on them because Alex Zipkin's guitar pick of choice is the V-pick switchblade model.
You want to carry guitar picks that have your name on them. And then when people come up to you, you can...
Alex
Yeah.
Zipkin uses Squire guitars and V-Pick switchblade picks or something.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't exclusively use Squires. I just mostly use Squires because they're really good. I wish they were paying me to say that, but no.
Uh-huh.
It'd be cool if I got my own signature model though.
Yeah, we can make our own. Didn't you? That's what you did, isn't it?
Something.
Isn't that your own? That's your own guitar?
This, well, sort of. I mean, it's a rebuilt Squire. But I mean, yeah, of course, I'm going to launch my own brand, but that's because I'm going to be doing that for a living eventually. So I don't know if there's like
Mm-hmm.
a famous Squire wants to do a signature guitar. I would say, yeah, no, do my Strat because that still has the Squire name on it.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to go on a wild goose chase to find certain parts. It's fun. Actually, no, they'd have to custom order for every single one of them. The brass tremolo block I've got in there. They'd have to get the right nut done for each one, a hand cut nut with no string trees. They'd hate me for it. They'd have to get the exact pots that I'm using. They'd hate me for it. Because I mean, the electronic circuitry of that guitar is very, very high end. Pickups are stock, but the switch is American. You know, everything else is very high end circuitry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You find in like $1,000 guitars. So
Yeah. I just play whatever. I mean, whatever I have.
I just fixed. Yeah, well, I'll like modify things to make them better.
Yeah.
The most
Yeah,
important
it
thing
helps.
is how a guitar feels. If it feels good, I can pretty much modify it to do whatever the heck I want it to sound like. But if it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
feel good, it's no matter what modifications I do and how good it can sound, it still won't be fun to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Because you can change pickups. The feel of the guitar to me, when I'm looking at guitars, is somewhat more important than the sound, the stock sound, because I can do anything, almost. There's some things that can't. I mean, the body needs to have good resonance stock, like a good tone unplugged, but it needs to have good feel and a good unplugged tone. Pickups I can change around and make different. Everything else can be modified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can throw any pickups in there, use any. I mean, really, I mean, it's really what I've always thought is it's really all about the amp.
That
You
too.
know,
The most
you you,
important
you
things
can
in selecting a guitar are the feel of it, how it feels to you, and how
yeah
it sounds when it's not plugged in.
yeah. Well, I just mean by the sound. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. You can plug in a really really crappy guitar and it won't sound that good, through an amp, or it could sound decent, but then play like crap.
Yeah.
You know.
But then the issue becomes different guitar with the exact same amp settings. If you plug one guitar into an amp, then plug a different guitar into the amp, but don't change the settings, the sound is going to be different, and usually noticeably so.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Yeah.
sound
Yeah. What is that sound though?
processor fan.
Right there.
Processor
What?
fan. The fan on my
Is that
computer.
your computer doing that?
Yeah, its fan is running to keep the processor cool. Otherwise, the processor heats up too much, and that's not good for the computer.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why computers have fans.
Yeah.
I don't just know about guitars. I know about computers too, and cars. Kind of anything that kind of needs general repair that I use every day, I
Hmm.
kind of happen to know things about.
Like, what was that?
All I hear is you, me,
What was that noise? That was.
and the fan on my computer.
I'm hearing a lot of sounds. Maybe I'm hearing more of them because I got headphones and I'm hearing
Maybe it's
everything
because you're at
through.
your house and your house is making noise.
No, it's not here. It's all through the headphones from there.
It's unfortunate.
Everything I'm hearing is from that end.
Maybe you're getting radio interference from your phone or something.
It's weird stuff. Really weird stuff, man.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think it's about time we end this video. It's been an hour, almost an hour and 20 minutes.
Holy S. Yeah.
Shizzle.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I walked in. I just walked in the door when you called up. So yeah, I got some stuff I gotta do around here.
Take Howie for an 11 p.m. walk.
Yeah. No, actually, we already had a great walk already tonight.
Don't say that word. He'll know. He'll hear.
So he's good. He's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if my dog got walks today. I kind of just haven't been home much lately. I've been working a lot, so it's kind of wake up, do a few things around the house, go to work, come home from work, crash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead tired after work. Well, did you just take a picture of the screen or something for Instagram?
No.
No.
No. Somebody just sent me a text tomorrow or later or something.
Cool.
No, I didn't do an Instagram today. I didn't do a flash. Not a flash. A throwback Thursday, any kind of deal.
What was it? You see,
Yeah.
I don't hashtag things. I've got a hashtag Veda in the title of this, but even then, it's like I don't do the whole hashtagging game. I don't. I think it's kind of silly, especially when people now don't know what the pound symbol is on a phone. They just go, oh, hashtag.
You ever play a guitar like this?
I'm not that stupid.
Look at me.
Best guitarist ever.
Oh man, this is awesome, dude.
Totally awesome. Like, oh my god. Totally. It's
Whatever.
so bitchin'.
Okay, yeah, I better run. I got some crap.
Okay,
I got
it's actually been an hour and 20 minutes now. This is probably one of the longest Veda
Holy shit.
history of the world.
Okay, if anybody is actually watching this,
JohnnyBean.com, 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 JohnnyBean.com.
if you're watching
There,
this in the
now stuck in
future
your
at some
head.
point,
You have me to thank for that.
and you
Stuck
see
in your
this,
head. Bye.
look at this. The way I'm playing guitar right now,
Totally correct.
make a comment and say, "What are you doing?" That's so weird.
Yeah,
My volume. No wonder it sounds weird. My volume wasn't even on. There we go. All right, yeah, I better go though. I really should.
I should too. It's been an hour and 21 minutes. Bye-bye.
Cool.